Happy Birthday to the Grand Lady of Warrandyte by Sandi Miller.
Warrandyte's Grand Hotel has just turned 130. She looks pretty good for her age. Still dominating the streetscape in Yarra Street, it has seen Warrandyte in good times and bad since the gold miners flocked there at the turn of the century. The Grand Hotel Warrandyte is the beating heart of Yarra Street. It's been Warrandyte's community hub for over a century and has welcomed everyone through its doors. People have lived within its walls, shared lasting memories with their families and friends in the function rooms and dining halls. In the past, during times of fire or flood, it served as a safe haven and refuge for those who needed it most. It has been the town's only hotel since 1925 and has layer after layer of rich history to peel back and peek into. When she was built in 1895, the Grand dominated the street and the tempo of village life. It was the best, biggest and most modern building around, having replaced Anderson's Hotel, which occupied the site. The new hotel was grand in every sense of the word. Although chronologically late Victorian, its tiled gables and simpler timber decorations presaged the Federation style that was soon to enliven Melbourne's middle-class suburbs. Yet despite this, the Grand always looked like what it was, a country town pub. The hotel had plenty of competition in its early days. According to Warrandyte Historical Society's booklet, All Over Bar the Shouting, A History of Warrandyte's Licensed Premises by Ted Rotherham, the town had 4 hotels existing simultaneously as early as the 1880s. By the turn of the century, the Grand was in competition with the Warrandyte Hotel and the Wine Hall. The Wine Hall ceased operation in 1924 when the licence was surrendered, and the ground floor was converted into a sweet shop and tea rooms. It is continued as a Warrandyte landmark as a milk bar, then folk art, and now gently held. The Warrandyte Hotel, situated where the Mechanics Institute now stands, lasted until April 26, 1925, when in the early hours of the morning it caught fire. By the time the Box Hill Fire Brigade arrived an hour later, only smouldering remains were left. It was never rebuilt. The Grand Hotel was bought by Francis Tresize on April 1, 1908. His lengthy relationship with Warrandyte was purely by accident. Having left South Australia intending to purchase land in Oakleigh, he became lost on the trip overland and ended up in Warrandyte. He stayed at the Union Hotel and was enticed into lending the publican some money. Much to his surprise, both the publican and money disappeared, and he was left with the hotel. Thus began an era of almost 70 years during which the Tresize family were associated with the Warrandyte hotel scene. Tresize sold the Union Hotel, renamed the Warrandyte Hotel in 1908, and purchased the Grand. Up until the late 20th century, the upstairs rooms were lodging halls for tenants to stay overnight. People visited Warrandyte from inner-city Melbourne and country Victoria, from interstate and even overseas. Some made the hotel their home for the night, and others stayed for prolonged periods of time. It is the home of many fond memories for many Warrandyte residents. And there are so many stories to tell, both from the horse's mouth and stories that have been passed down through friends and family members who remember the pub from decades ago. Past owners can recount the weird and wonderful characters that lodged in the rooms upstairs in the 1950s and share stories of playing cricket and football on Yarra Street back when it was bare and without traffic. It was quieter back then, but the pub was still the centre of the community and a meeting point for all. Peter Appleby has his own memories of the pub from when he was a teenager. His first ever pub job was at the Grand Hotel Warrandyte when he was 17. He said he was there during the Grand's 100th birthday when they spent the month dressed in period costume. Now as general manager for 13 years, he has an even deeper connection to the establishment. The pub survived the fire and floods of the 1930s, the patronage of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, who had their headquarters in Mitchell Avenue during the 1980s, poker machines in the 1990s, and the dark days of COVID lockdowns. Over the years, there have been many additions and modifications. In the 1960s, several modifications to the original building were undertaken. The veranda was enclosed, a drive-through bottle shop was constructed, and a dining room and entertainment areas were added to the east end of the building. Aesthetically, it reached its lowest ebb during the late 1970s, with a hodgepodge of signs and insensitive additions. Replacing its lovely wooden tracery with fake wrought iron only made things worse. But recent facelifts have enabled this grand old lady to again set the style along Yarra Street. New owners took the reins in 2012, along with General Manager Peter Appleby, and the Grand has gone from strength to strength. The removal of the drive-through bottle shop and the addition of the beer garden have been very well received. She's not only beautiful to look at, but the Grand Lady also has a heart of gold. The Grand has been recognised as one of the best pubs in Melbourne by local radio stations and from the Australian Hotels Association, receiving rafts of nominations and awards, including winning the coveted Heart of the Community Award and the national title of Outstanding Community Service and Achievement, for its place in the town, where locals come to celebrate, commiserate and commemorate. To mark the 130th birthday, the Grand put on a bash in late August. Drinks were sold at $19.95 prices, sadly not at $18.95 prices though, with live music, market stalls and of course not forgetting the birthday cake. With a nod to their place as the heart of the community, the proceeds raised from the birthday celebrations have been donated to the Heart Foundation. Peter Appleby, Grand's general manager, said it has been a great journey to get the pub to where it is, and said it's a testament to the hard work of everyone, from the owners to the fabulous team behind the bar and behind the scenes who work tirelessly to ensure the Grand is the friendly, fun place for everyone.